To anatomy class. Today we'll be discussing about a cardiac cycle, heart sounds as well as ECG. Cardiac cycle, it's a cycle. As I told, the heart beats each time in a minute. It beats around 60 to 80 beats per minute, which means once the heart is pumped, again after a few seconds again it pumps, so it becomes a cardiac cycle. So definition of cardiac cycle goes like this: the sequence of events in a single heartbeat is known as cardiac cycle. A sequence of events that happens in one single heartbeat is known as cardiac cycle. So we learn today what all happens in one single cardiac heartbeat. The normal duration of a cardiac cycle is 0.8 seconds, which means in 0.8 second our heart beats and goes back. Heart beats and goes back in 0.8 second. So normal cardiac cycle duration is 0.8 second. The normal heartbeat, as I told, is 60 to 80 beats per minute. In 1 minute, in 60 seconds, around 60 to 80 beats or times heartbeats. If you can observe the pulse rate, the heart rate is also known as pulse rate. If you observe the pulse rate and feel it and count it in a minute, around 60 to 80 beats the heart pumps. There are three stages in the cardiac cycle. The three stages are atrial systole, ventricular systole, complete cardiac diastole. Atrial systole, ventricular systole, complete cardiac diastole. If you see the seconds, atrial systole is 0.1 second. The ventricular systole is 0.3 second. Complete cardiac diastole is 0.4 second. Altogether 0.8 second. This is one cardiac cycle. Before going to it, we'll see what do you mean by systole. Systole means contraction. Contraction is termed as systole. Contraction means both the atriums contract or comes close together, so the blood from the atrium pushes to the ventricle. That is known as contraction. So if you see this, both the atrium, right atrium, left atrium, both the atriums contract. That contraction is termed as systole. One more is the diastole. After contraction, definitely it should relax. That relaxation is known as diastole. I hope you understand. The systole is the contraction. Diastole means relaxation. So if you come back again to the cardiac cycle, first one is atrial systole. Atrial systole. Second one, ventricular systole. Third one is complete cardiac diastole. These are the three stages of cardiac cycle. Okay, we'll see in detail. In first one, atrial systole, which means contraction of the atrium. As we learned, we have two atrium. Right atrium, left atrium. Both are the upper portions of the heart. Right atrium and left atrium, both are the upper portions. So when the contraction happens, when the both atrium contracts, the blood from the atrium is pushed towards the ventricles. So first step is, after the blood is reaching through the vena cava to the right atrium, after the blood reaching to the pulmonary veins to the left atrium, both the atriums contract. That step is known as atrial systole or contraction of atrium. Both the atria contract is a contraction of atria. The second step, once the blood is moved from the atrium to the ventricle, the second step is contraction of ventricles. Contraction of ventricles, otherwise known as ventricular systole. It takes around 0.3 seconds. So ventricular systole. Both the ventricles contract. Now if you see, from the right ventricle, pulmonary artery is arising. From the left ventricle, aorta is arising. So as soon as the ventricles contract, contract, blood from the right ventricle and the blood from left ventricle moves to the pulmonary artery as well as aorta respectively. So blood from the right ventricles, when it is contract, go to the pulmonary artery to the lungs. Blood from the left ventricle during the contraction goes to the aorta and goes to all the body parts. So second stage of cardiac cycle is ventricular systole or ventricular contraction. That takes 0.3 seconds. The last stage, complete cardiac diastole. Complete means whole. Cardiac means heart. So complete heart relaxes. Atrium and ventricles both relaxes. It takes 0.4 seconds. So altogether, once the cycle is finished, it's 0.8 seconds. First stage is atrial systole. It takes 0.1 second, where the contraction of the atrium happens. Blood from the atrium moves to the ventricles. Second step is ventricular systole, where contraction of the ventricles takes place. Both the ventricles contract, blood moves to the aorta as well as pulmonary artery respectively. That takes 0.3 seconds. Next, last stage is complete cardiac diastole. Here both the atrium as well as ventricles relax. This takes 0.4 seconds. Altogether 0.1 second, 0.3 seconds and 0.4 second is equal to 0.8 seconds is the complete cardiac cycle duration. I hope you understood. Next we'll go to the heart sounds. There are two heart sounds. I hope you would have heard. Lub and dub. L-U-B. Lub is the first heart sound. Second one is dub. Take a stethoscope, keep it in the ear and feel the heart sound. Keep it in the heart above the apex area and feel the heart sound. You will hear two side sound. Lub, dub. It will be little faster. First sound is known as lub. L-U-B. Lub. The first lub sound is a little fairly louder. This happens due to the closure of AV valve. If you see, atriums contracts. During the contraction, blood from the atriums move to the ventricles through the valve. Tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve. So as this valve closes, one sound comes. That sound is known as lub. When the atriums close, the first sound is known as lub, which is quietly fair, loud enough. Second sound is dub. D-U-B, slightly softer. That sound comes when the closure of semilunar valves, which means a pulmonary valve, aortic valve, semilunar valves. So this comes after the ventricular contraction. During the ventricular contraction, blood moves to the aorta and pulmonary artery. After moving it, the valve over here closes. That is a second sound known as dub. The heart sounds, there are two, lub and dub. Lub is the first heart sound which is loud enough because of the closure of AV valve, tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve. Second sound, dub. This is a softer sound which is because of the closure of semilunar valves, which is pulmonary valve as well as aortic valve. I hope you understood. Next we'll go to about regarding pulse. Pulse is similar or it's another term for heart rate. The heart beats, so one beat 0.8 seconds. So in 1 minute, how many beats are there? That is known as pulse or heart rate. Normally there is 60 to 80 beats per minute. If a person is having more than 80 beats per minute or more than what is normal, it is known as tachycardia. tachycardia. It is a little faster than the normal heartbeat. That becomes tachycardia. Whereas second term in which the heartbeat is lower than the normal or lower than 60. This is known as bradycardia. The term which used in which higher heart rate is known as tachycardia. The term which is lower heart rate is known as bradycardia. Two more terms you have to know is stroke volume. Stroke volume. The volume of blood ejected from each ventricle in one contraction is known as stroke volume. For example, there are two ventricles. The volume of blood ejected from left ventricle in one contraction is known as stroke volume. The volume of blood ejected from the right ventricle in one contraction is known as stroke volume. Whereas the normal stroke volume is 70 to 80 ml. So in your heart, left ventricle or right ventricle together 70 to 80 ml of blood is there. During the contraction, that much amount of blood is going to the aorta and pulmonary artery. That is known as stroke volume. One more term I introduce you is the cardiac output. In 1 minute, how much ml of blood is moving from the ventricles is known as cardiac output. In 1 minute, ventricles both below ventricle during the contraction, the amount of blood moving forward to the aorta and pulmonary artery is known as cardiac output. There is a formula to calculate the cardiac output. Cardiac output CO is equal to stroke volume SV into heart rate HR. So CO is equal to SV into heart rate HR. The normal cardiac output is 5 to 6 liter per minute. In a minute, 5 to 6 liters is being pumped outside from both the ventricles to all the body parts. I hope you understood. The cardiac output is the amount of blood ejected from both the ventricles out through aorta or pulmonary artery in a minute, in 1 minute or 60 seconds. If it is for one contraction, it is known as stroke volume. If it is for 1 minute, it is known as cardiac output. Next, we will go to one more important thing is ECG, electrocardiogram. ECG. Electrocardiogram. Yesterday we dealt about the SA node, AV node, bundle of His. So this produces the SA node, AV node and bundle of His produces impulses. These impulses, when you keep an ECG machine and identifies into the paper, that is known as electrocardiogram. So heart, the outmost of the heart, we have SA node, AV node and bundle of His. There is a SA node, AV node, internodal tracts, bundle of His and Purkinje fibers. So these helps in transmitting of impulses from the atrium to the ventricle and thus helps in pumping of the blood. That if you keep an ECG machine and identify the impulses and convert it as electrical impulses, then you find this as ECG graph. This is the ECG graph, electrocardiograph. If you see, there are few waves. There are 5 waves. If you observe, there is a P wave, Q, R, S and T. Each have different meaning. Each waves have different meanings. The P wave, which is observed here, shows the electrical activity of the atrium. Electrical activity of the atrium. The contraction of the atrium, if it is normally happening, will be shown here. Any abnormality, variations will be there. Second one is QRS complex. QRS complex, this shows the electrical activity of the ventricular muscles. The last one, T wave. This shows the relaxation of the ventricular muscles. I'll come back. P wave shows the electrical activity of the atrium, also known as atrial depolarization. QRS complex shows the electrical activity of the ventricular muscle, also known as ventricular depolarization. T wave shows the relaxation of ventricular muscle, ventricular repolarization. The normal rhythm, this normal rhythm is known as sinus rhythm. I hope you understood. The ECG machine captures the impulses which is being produced by the SA node, AV node and the Purkinje fibers. Then it is spread into a sheet, that graph. After graph, we analyze it. The first P wave shows the atrial contraction. We have columns in which we will be calculating how many seconds. The atrial systole should happen in 0.1 second. So if it is more or less, it is disease to the heart or something problem to the heart. Then comes second is QRS complex. That shows the ventricular systole or ventricular contraction. So once the ventricle contracts with the help of AV nodes, that is captured. Any variations, which means ventricles are damaged, or ventricles need to be given care. I hope you understood. The last one is T wave. Altogether the ventricles relax. That is being captured as T wave. I hope you enjoyed the class. Those who have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please subscribe. Make sure you see and learn it. Thank you.